I ended up having to skip another day between the previously uploaded one and the one passing on right now. I wasn't too happy about that because that was meant to be a plyo day where I was going to be doing a few drills to start getting the basic movements of good sprinting technique in. It's something that I would like to be doing more often throughout the week, maybe 3 or 4 times. It's not really something that takes much in terms of physical requirements. It is more of a neurological adaptation thing. So I need to focus a bit more on getting the movement right and making sure that it is consistently right. So it's something that I can do as a warm up on most days, really. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I didn't have enough spare time to get that done the previous day, but it's all right, life goes on. In this session here, I went to the commercial gym, and what I was going to be doing was some work for the lower body, trying to get some explosive stuff in there, and also squat. I started off with the high pulls because I felt like I want to test what is best if starting with heavy-ish squats and then go into the more explosive stuff, the more power generating stuff, or the other way around. It did feel good this way. It felt good the other way when I was doing it the previous time. So I guess I can't go wrong with either way. In here, what I was noticing that I was doing slightly wrong was in the squats here, I'm noticing a little bit of a heel popping on a couple of reps on this right foot. I cannot see the other one, but I can definitely see this right one here. And it was something that I was aware of as I was going through the reps. I can see myself taking more of a rest in between reps, just reminding myself that good technique must be maintained, especially because I'm doing kind of low reps. I was staying at 6 for the first set, 5 for the second one. And what I'm planning to do is next week, I will be doing 6 and 6 before going up in weight, 2.5 kilos, and start back from 3 or 4 per set and go through the progression again. I think that slowly I'm going towards a weight that is going to be challenging from the beginning on 4 reps. I think that something in the realms of 90 to 95 kilos is probably going to be a weight that is going to prove challenging from the beginning of the progression. So I will have to see when I get there how that feels. And as I said before, the previous day I was meant to be doing some work on the overhead stuff. I was meant to be using dumbbells, but since I decided to end up taking an exercise at least from the previous day so that not everything was had to go to waste, I took the overhead press, and since I was already by the rack, I thought that I might as well be doing them with the barbell instead. It's an extra exercise, so it's putting a bit more volume on this daily session, but because the previous day I didn't really do any strength training, it was just cycling to and from work, I feel like I can add one thing for a couple of sets, even though it is on the higher side of intensity. And in here, I was adding another exercise because I am experiencing, as of late, a bit of a flare-up consistently of a discomfort in my left hip, where the piriformis has been annoying me on and off for must be about 6 months now, the best part of the last 6 months. And mostly I wasn't really feeling it on a day-to-day basis, except from certain days where I was doing something that was pissing it off. But over the last few weeks, quite suspiciously in tandem with this very busy period that I'm experiencing, I am also feeling that this is flaring up more often. And I feel like if I was training the hanging leg raises also to get the hip working from one side, trying to get some controlled hip flexion with the hanging leg raises and the knee raises with a certain degree of lumbar flexion as well. I should probably be training that from the other side of the chain and see how things go. Little bit of an experiment. Hopefully it helps. Ciao.